my children. Welcome you all back again for the digital educations. As we have a revision for the 11th standard, we are not able to post the videos. Now, without any interruption, we can expect the continuous videos. We will continue with the chapter 1, accounts from the incomplete records. In the last two sessions, we have dealt about the statement of affairs. Why we are preparing the statement of affairs, what is meant by statement of affairs, what is the need to prepare the statement of affairs. First 9 problems is dealt with that concept. Statement of affairs is like in a balance sheet, as we have discussed. The same procedure, what are the items that will appear in the liabilities and the assets. But only one similarity in the balance sheet, that is in the final accounts, both the amount will have an equal. Assets is equal to the liabilities. But in the statement of affairs, we have a differences. That differences indicates the opening capital. Yes, the next item, missing figure. Why we are finding out the missing figures? To find out the final account. In the final account, we deal with 3 divisions. That is the trading account, profit and loss, and the balance sheet. In the trading account, what is the first and foremost item that we will enter? Yes, to opening stock in the debit side, to purchases. In the credit side, you write buy sales and closing stock. So, in the 11th standard, they all have given all the purchases and the sales. Then we directly enter where it will appear and we will find out the final accounts. But in the 12th standard, because as it is in the incomplete records, these items will be missing. The first item will be missing is total debitors, where it will be missing in the final accounts. So, from that, so that we are going to prepare the total debitors. First of all, what is meant by debitor? See, as we are in a business people, we cannot have all the items can purchase or sell in all a cash basis. Okay, in a business people, we used to sell some product for credit sales. So, this debitors is, if an X is selling a good to Y, and Y is having credit sales with us. So, that is, these persons are termed as debitors. So, in the debitors, we are going to find out how the credit sales. We are finding out the credit sales. So, before that, we are going to deal how we are going to prepare the total debitors. The format of total debitors. A debitor is why we are preparing debitors, to find out the credit sales. To find out the credit sales. For that alone, we are preparing the debitors. So, to have a keynote, I am just having a small notation over here, that is sales, SD. Keep in a point, SD, that is sales is connected with debitors, because when we are preparing the final account, you can have a confusions. What is the item missing? What we have to find out, whether a debitor or creditor. So, if you have a keynote, SD, if a sales is missing, on the grasp, you have to find out total debitors. So, we have to find out total debitors. For this purpose only, I am giving a keynote SD. Yes. In order to make a differences, I have written in 2 colors. Opening balance of a sundry debitors, it will come in the debit side, that it is I have written in the yellow color. Then closing balance of the debitors will come in the credit side, that I have written in the green color. So, to have just quick attraction. Then, by cash received from the debitors. By cash received from the debitors will come in the credit side. By bank checks, because we through the banks also we can receive the amount. That is only by bank check received. Then discount allowed, a sales return. What do you mean by sales return? A debitor had bought a product from us. Due to some inefficient quality, he has returned. That is a sales return. A bad debits. What is a bad debits? The debits which are irrecoverable. The amount will not at all come from the debitors. That is bad debits. Then bills receivable. What does mean by bills receivable? If X is selling a good to Y, and Y is making a credit sale to us. After the due date, this Y give an assumption in the bills of exchange or in the promissory note, that he gives an assumption, that he gives in a promissory note that he is ready to pay a payment of some amount to the creditor. So that is called the bills receivable. It is in a money. It is in the form of a money. He is accept to make a payment to the creditor. That is a bills receivable. If he is making a payment, that is called a bills liable. That we will deal in the next sessions and all. First, your concept. You understand the bills receivable. What does means bills receivable? X is selling in a goods to Y, and Y is making in a promise to pay the payment to the debitors, to the creditors. Yes, this concept is dealt with the bills receivable. Now we'll move on to the problems. Find out the credit sales. Think over it. Credit sales. What item should come into your mind? Yes, debitor. So we are going to find out debitor. Yes, debitors on 1st April 1 lakh. Cash received 2,30,000. Discount allowed 5,000. Return inward 25,000. Debitors on 31st March 1,20,000. Okay, now we are going to prepare the 10th problem. I'm going to fill out. Yes, as I have told, debitors on the 1st April. Which color it should come into your mind? Yes, this is a yellow color. So, yellow color means it is debit side. To balance B by D. What is this B by D? 1 lakh. The next, cash received from the debitors. Cash received from the debitors. Before that, you should have a thorough on this concept. See, listen, by cash received. So, just write it here. By cash received from sundry debitors. How much? 2,30,000. Next, discount allowed. It should come in the credit side. By discount allowed. How much? 5,000. Then return inward. Return inward. What is meant by return inward? It is the other name of sales return. What is the amount? 25,000. The next, to debitors on 31st March 1,20,000. It indicates the closing balance. That what color should come into your mind? A green color. So green color indicates the closing balance. By balance C by D. How much? 1,20,000. Total both the sides. You will get 3,80,000. Here you will get 3,80,000. In the debit side, only an opening balance is there. That is 1 lakh. Make a differences. And this indicates 2,80,000. That what we have find out. Yes? Have you any idea? Yes, debitors. Why you are finding out debitors? To find out the credit sales. Yes, absolutely right. To credit sales. What we have found out is to credit sales 2,80,000. That's all. So total debitors is concerned with opening balance, closing balance, cash received from the sundry debitors, discount allowed, return inward and closing balance. Total this column, making a differences and you will arrive the credit sales and total both the sides is 3,80,000. Yes. Next we will move on to prepare bills receivable. Yes, the same procedure only you are going to follow over here also. Same thing only. Write bills receivable at the beginning of the year. Yes. To balance B by D. Here write in the bracket bills receivable. How much? 1,40,000. Then bills receivable at the end. It clearly indicates by closing, by balance C by D 2 lakh. The next, cash received from for bills receivable. Cash received for bills receivable. Yes, here I have clearly indicated now. Through the bank also we will receive the cash. Yes, cash received for bills receivable. Write it in the credit side. By cash received for bills receivable. Receivable, what is the amount? 3,90,000. The next, bills receivable dishonored. What? He has made a promise and he has made a check to pay the amount, but unfortunately the check is dishonored. The amount, bills receivable means it is also a money payment only. That amount is dishonored. So here that also you have to write it in the credit side. By check dishonored. By check dishonored. What's the amount? 30,000. So total it, you will get 6,20,000. Here you will get 1,40,000. The difference is 4,80,000. What is this 4,80,000? It is in a debitors, right? In the two debitors. Debitors. Bills, the bracket, bills receivable during the year. During the year, what is the amount? 4,80,000. Write it in the same line, that is 6,20,000. Yes. Okay, in this sum, 10th and 12th sum, separately they have given. Find out the credit sales, find out the bills receivable. In the forthcoming, in the next videos, you will see in the 13th problem, you will see both these sums will be in the combined. Both these sums will be in the combined manner. You are going to pick it out. Yes, clearly have a first thorough on this format. Then after that you apply it. The same problem which are given in the illustration, that is in illustration 10, 11 and 12. You just work it out. Yes, now we will move on to the 13th problem. This problem you have to have a full concentration. It's a time to work for your brain. Okay? Same procedure that we dealt in the 11 and 12 only. Here, these both items, debitors and bills receivable, is mixed in this question. So nothing to worry. You just have to pick it out. Which concept will come under the bills receivable and which concept will come under the total debitors. Yes, the now question is calculate the total sales. Sales. When you hear the word sales itself, it is connected with the debitors. Debitors, credit sales and bills receivable. These three concepts will be connected with the total sales. So, when the question is given in the mixed, that is both the debitors and bills receivable, if it is given in the question, first thing you need to prepare only bills receivable. First thing you have to prepare the bills receivable. Keep in mind, when bills receivable is not there, you can prepare a total debitors. Or when total debitors is not giving, you can prepare a bills receivable separately. But when the debitors and the bills receivable is combined form, both these are mixed up, then first you have to give a preference for the bills receivable. I told the same process only. Opening balance, closing balance. In the bills receivable, you are going to find out the debitors received, that is bills received during the year. The only thing here is the concentration. First, I just select the two colors. So in order to give a differences, for finding out the bills receivable, I select in a green color. Yes, now pick it out. This word is bills receivable. Underline the word which are all connected with bills receivable. Yes, bills receivable on 1st April. Yes, tick it out. Then cash received for bills receivable. Tick it out. Then bills receivable dishonored. Tick it out. Okay, then bills receivable on 31st March. Tick it out. Okay, first I choose only the bills receivable concept over here. Yes, now fill that boxes. Right, the same procedure where the opening balance should come. Yes, it should come on the debitors. Bills receivable on 1st April 2018. So write to balance B by D, opening. What is opening here? Bills receivable opening. So what is the amount? 60,000. Next, cash received for bills receivable, where it should come? Yes? Have you got the answer? Yes, it should come from the credit side. Yes, by cash received Bills receivable, I have written in the short form BR, that is bills receivable 1,60,000. Yes, the next. Bills receivable dishonored, the amount which is the debitor has making a payment, he has sent in a check, but unfortunately the check is dishonored. Bills receivable dishonored, right here, by check dishonored. Check dishonored is 15,000. Yes. Then what is the last item? Bills receivable on 31st March 90,000. This is termed as a closing bills receivable. Most probably it should come here by balance C by D. Bills receivable C by D. Bills receivable, what's the amount? 90,000. Total this side, total this side. You will get 2,65,000. This side 60,000. Make a difference. You will get 2,05,000. Yes. So 2 lakh total on both the sides is 2,65,000. This item that we have found out now, this is debitors, bills receivable during the year. Write all these things in clearly. During the year. Yes. Are you clear? Bills receivable. I just only picked out bills receivable. The word which is connected with the bills receivable, just pick it out. Don't forget all these other debitors and all. Fill it in the column. Then next we will move on to the total debitor. Choose another color. I choose orange color. Yes. Now, debitors on 1st April. Then cash received from debitors. Then you have to take out the bad debits. Then you have to take the return inwards. Then you have to take the sundry debitors. Yes. Write first to balance B by D. Opening balance of sundry debitors is 2,50,000. Then next, listen, you should not confuse over here. First, you have to understand and learn the question fully in a detailed manner. Cash received from the debitors. The second line itself, cash received for bills receivable. You should not change this concept. So, you should concentrate only on the debitors. That is, cash received from the debitors by cash received from debitors. Cash received from debitors, how much? 7,25,000. Write the values. Then next one is bad debits. Bad debits also should come here only. Bad debits. What is bad debits? The amount which is will not at all recoverable. That is 30,000. Then return inward. What is the other name for the return inward? It is a sales return. So write return inward. What's the amount? Return inward is 50,000. The next one is sundry debitors on 31st March. What does it mean? It is a closing balance. So by balance C by D, 3,15,000. Yes, we have filled out all these things. Note here, you are given cash sales. You should not take it out the cash sales over here because the total debitors is connected to find out the credit sales only. The cash sales amount is 3,15,000. Yes. So you have to concentrate on the values and all. To balance C by D, 3,15,000 I have written. Now only one more thing that you have to here concentrate here. You have to concentrate the little cross. The little cross. It is the multiplication sign. Yes, it is a multiplication sign. Here, what you are going to write, this line indicates, this check dishonored here, no? Check dishonored. Write over here to check dishonored. Check dishonored 15,000. The next, here we have found out now through the bills receivable, two debitors, this cross, this debitor you have to write here by debitors 2,05,000. 2,05,000. One more time, check all the values. 7,25,000. Bad debits is 30,000. Return inwards is 50,000. Balance carry down is 2,40,000. Here only I have written a value. Closing balance is 2,40,000. Listen ma. Only little cross. All the items that I have in the previous video I have explained what all the items will appear in the total debitors and what all the items will appear in the bills receivable. The same thing. But when you are combining finding out bills receivable and total debitors, you have to write in the total debitors that you have find out that is in the bills receivable, the check dishonored, it should come in the debit side, and what are the items that you find out in the bills receivable, that is two debitors, that should come in the credit side. 2,05,000. So total it. Total the values. You will get 10,10,000. You will get 10,10,000. The difference. Here you get 2,65,000. Here you get 10,10,000. The difference is, that is the credit sales. The credit sale is 9,85,000. When the difference is to this side is to 10,10,000. When you add this side is 2,65,000. Make a difference that gives a 9,85,000. Yes, we have found out bills receivable and total debitors. Here only the value you have to change over here. Okay, this is 2,40,000. Here cash sales is 3,15,000. At the last moment, they have asked to find out the total sales. I have written. What do you mean total sales? A total sales is equal to cash sales plus credit sales. Yes. What is the cash sales over here? 3,15,000 plus credit sales. What the credit sales we have found out here? 9,85,000. Total is 13 lakh. Total is 13 lakh. Yes. So, this is the question which was asked in the previous public for a 5 mark. Total, that is debitors and bills receivable, is mixed up in this question. You just have to pick it out which all the items will appear in the bills receivable and what all the items will appear in the total debitors account. The only thing, a small concentration needed over here while preparing the total debitors, you have to write the check dishonored, that it is in the bills receivable in the debit side. Keep the cross symbol for a memorizing point. And the two debitors we have find out, no, this bills receivable during the, that will come on the credit side. So the only thing you have to keep in the mind. Yes. Illustration 10, 11, 12, 13 is homework. Okay, you just download the book. It is a compulsory because everybody have an Android mobile. So please download the book. First chapter alone. In that they will be given a illustration some 10, 11, 12, 13 or based on the total debitors, bills receivable concept and mixed up like a total sales. You find it out. What are the items? Before that you just memorize this format. This format is very, very important. Total debitors connected with credit sales, and here you are also going to find out the bills receivable also. Work it out. And how these items will appear. Why these items appear. Think for a moment and write it down. Thank you. Have a good day.